over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would the kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Good evening and welcome to Regency Park for round 18 action, the last of NPL men's action here in South Australia for this weekend. And tonight we find ourselves at the home of Croydon FC at Polonia, celebrating their chairman's dinner tonight. So there is a lot of people here in attendance for Croydon versus Adelaide City. A game where Croydon would look to continue the wonderful season they're having, and Adelaide City look to close the gap on Croydon in second spot. Both teams not far from making their way out onto the park. So we'll have a look at the lineups. Starting with Croydon FC in goal, number 1, Daniel Margush, number 6, Chris Vivian, number 7, Maya Hisamoto, number 8, captain for tonight, Adam Martinello. Number 9, Santana Butkowski. Number 11, Oscar Slattery. Number 12, Luca Trimboli. Number 13, Junior David. Number 15, James Polly. Number 17, Pasia John. Number 22, Bol Mapor. Head coach for Croydon FC is George Sonis. As we see both teams now on the park, we'll go through the away team. Adelaide City in goal, number 1, John Hall. Number 4, Lewis Killo. Number 5, Noah Smith. Number 7, Daniel Brazan. Number 8, Yared Abichu. Number 10, Nicholas Bucco. Number 11, Bruce Kamau. Number 12, Nicholas Francesi. Number 20, Yuki Kitano. Number 23, Vian Kurikumana. Number 25, Louis Laurie Latanzio. Head coach for Adelaide City is Vasily Pahas. As both captains, Martinello and Bucco, toss the coin. The referees for tonight, Regis Quefelik, Henry Day and Ibrahim Saidi. I'm your commentator, Connie Kamitsis, in what is sure to be a pretty enticing matchup. Both teams only separated currently by 4 points. Croydon on 30 in second. Adelaide City with 26 points in fourth. Can jump into third. Adelaide City with a win. Beograd lost last night to Modbury Jets, which will give them that opportunity. As for Croydon, they can remain in outright third, win, lose or draw, but a draw keeps them somewhat in a title race for the premiership, I should say. But a loss will allow Metro Stars next week with a win to wrap up the Premier's plate with 12 points clear at the moment. And there'll only be 4 games to go, and they have a goal difference of 29 compared to Croydon's 12. So, long story short, in that conversation, is if Croydon lose and Metro win next week, they will be premiers, and they will get the spot in the second division competition that is kicking off later in this year. Look across the ground, both teams now ready for kick-off. Regis Quevelek just having a quick overview, making sure there is 11 v 11. And he gets things on the way. Croydon kicking to your left of screen. Adelaide City in the away green kit, kicking to your right. City with early possession from kick-off. Bol Mapor wins the header. Bartkowski now in the middle of the park, tries to make his way past 2, but he loses it to Kamau. Kamau with the early ball in. Yuki Kitano nearly finding his way between Vivian and Mapor. Here goes Adelaide City again, looking for Kitano. Couldn't quite find him on that occasion. It'll be a throw in for Adelaide City on the far side. Ball comes into the box. Here he is again, Kitano. Magush watches that one go over his crossbar. It'll be a goal kick. As the first minute passes by on the OneWorld LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Adelaide City doing all the attacking in that first couple of passages of play. Croydon looking to play out. Adelaide City with a very high press. Kamau shuts down Mapor, but they get it to Slattery. He loses possession to Kamau, and that'll be a free kick for a late challenge. So Bruce Kamau looking very lively to begin this game. Has been hampered with injuries when he first came back to Adelaide and during the season. Starts tonight. Going into finals will be one player that they will really look to try and find some consistent form, you could say, in their quest for making it to grand final day. Here's Bucco and Latanzio now moving away from the ball. It's going to be Nick Bucco. Those bright green boots tonight. Must have brought them back from overseas. Whips it in. He's going to get it back here, Bucco. He'll get another chance. Plays it inside. Brazan now Franchisi. Goes all the way back to John Hall now. Hall, very good distributor of the ball with his left and right foot. Mapor goes back to Lenny Magush. He is very much the same sort of goalkeeper with his feet. Him and John Hall both very good with their feet. Not on that occasion though for Magush. He can only put it out for a throw. Bucco telling Franchisi to play short. He does. Kilo will go all the way back to goalkeeper Hall again. Kuriko gives it away. Here's Martinello for Croydon. Croydon's first real opportunity to go forward with the ball. Franchisi gets there, gets a touch on it, and it goes out for a corner. So Croydon will get the first corner of the match. Adelaide City doing all the earlier attacking. But as we've seen on a number of occasions this season, Croydon tend to try and make these things count from set pieces. So this will be interesting to see what happens here from the first one tonight. Hisamoto will come over and swing it in, as they have done all season. In swinging corners from both sides. Hisamoto will look for that tall timber in the box. Can't find anyone. It's cleared. He'll get it back though. Another chance to put it back in. Shut down by Franchisi. Very well defended there by Franchisi again. Goes out for a second corner for Croydon. Delivers. This time it's a little bit closer to the spot they try to hit that front post, but it's still cleared by Adelaide City. Here's Bucco. Wins the throw off Hisamoto. Kamau again in some space. Yuki Kitano couldn't quite get it, but Vivian puts it out for a throw. Adelaide City take the throw in on the near side. Long throw. Kamau again looking very lively. Puts that one past Bowl, but unfortunately a little bit too much on it. Goes out for another goal kick for Daniel Magush to take. So no real threats on goal in the opening 5 minutes here in the RAA NPL. RAA proud sponsors and supporters of Football South Australia. Magush restarts play. Goes long, looks for Pasir John. Gets all the way through to Bartkowski. Went to ground. Jared Abachu was the one to get a foot in there, but Croydon get the ball back. Martinello, now Bolmapore. Oh, puts Polly under the pump with that pass. Gives it back to him. All the way back to Magush. Magush again out wide. Kalo clears, but only as far as Hisamoto. His touch, fortunately for him, didn't lose possession. Bolmapore. Oh, it's turned over in a dangerous position. Here's Brazan. Brazan looks for Kitano. He's onside. A well-timed run there by Yuki Kitano. A little bit of a sloppy pass by Bolmapore, though. Buko and Brazan linking up. Trimboli. Been the surprise packet of the season in terms of strikers has Luca Trimboli. Made his way into the top 10 now. Leading goal scorers. He's got 7 for the season. Pasia John's got 9 for Croydon, so they can score goals. Maya Hisamoto also 7, so 3 players in the top 10 is a pretty big reflection of how their season's gone and where they sit on the ladder at the moment in second position. Adelaide City looking to spoil that. Kitano with another forward run, but this time the flag does go up. Offside. Looked a little bit closer at first glance, but the official on this near side deemed it to be offside, so play will restart again. Magush will come up to take it. Goes long, looking again for Pasia John. Noah Smith won the initial header. He'll win the second header again from Noah Smith. Here's Pasia John, given some space. Great little flick forward, but unfortunately on that far side, couldn't quite stick it together and get across into the box. Now Adelaide City go back the other way. It's turned over. Martinello picks that one off. A little bit of a scrappy passage of play here, and again it's turned over going the other way, and it's Adelaide City's turn. Another misplaced pass. Polly, a little bit of space to get forward. Adelaide City won't want to let him get too far. Can put a nice, decent cross into the box. He goes out wide to Slattery. Slattery's going to have to cross. We'll get it back to Polly. Does the ladder. Polly crosses. Hits his own player in the leg there and had to fight for it back. He did. Here's Slattery again. And after all that, they eventually win another corner, Croydon. Again, it will be Maya Hisamoto to come over and swing this one back in. Again, they'll look for that near post like they do on most occasions. The odd one does go to the back post. See what they come up with this time. It is a little bit deeper. It's right on the keeper's head. Hall punches away. It spills out to Polly, but referee Kwefelik has blown his whistle for a foul. It'll be Adelaide City's ball in their own penalty area. Go long. Brazan gives chase. Mapur and Magush obviously well communicated because they sorted it out. Abachu gives Trimboli a little shove and Trimboli puts it out for a throw. Abachu will pick it back up now. Goes across to his centre-back partner in Kilo. Back to Abachu. So Adelaide City looking just to drag Croydon out of position a little bit here. Kamau ends up with it. Tries to play the early ball for Brazan forward. Polly intercepts and goes all the way back to Magush, who clears long. And LA City will regain possession, only for a short time though. Abachu had a little bit more time than what he may have thought there. Slattery and Trimboli link up. Now it goes the other way. Croydon. Buko. A misplaced pass. Now it's Martinello in shooting distance, but he decides just to play it to Sir John's feet. Another one who can shoot from distance. has done so on a few occasions this season. Now it's Junior David. Back to John. Unfortunately for him, Noah Smith's in the way. Does very well there, Noah Smith. Joining Adelaide City a couple of weeks ago from, or after his spell with, as Pasir John rattles the side of the net. Unfortunately the wrong side for Croydon, but the right side for John Hall. As I was saying, Noel Smith making his way back to Adelaide after spending a bit of time on the Central Coast, down with the Mariners in the A-League. John Hall, short, Calo, who goes long, Kitano, Martinello gets a foot in, now it's Pasir John, he's got a little bit of space to travel, flicks it out to Martinello, Martinello gets a shot away, and John Hall, could say holds it with one grab, but it looked like it just rolled up in the top of his hands and managed to keep hold of it. Here's Kuriku Amana. Jared Aperture with a little bit of time just to assess. And keep possession for Adelaide City. A couple of cheapish turnovers. This time he goes long looking for Louis Latanzio. He can't keep it in, and he's probably one of the quickest on Adelaide City's team. Junior David will take the throw in for Croydon on the far side. Now it's Croydon's turn to be in no rush. Goes long for John. Looked like a little bit of a foul there, but it's play on. Trimboli sees John Hall off his line, goes long, and goodness me, not a bad attempt there from Luca Trimboli. As we've mentioned, he's been dynamite in front of goals. That one there would have been probably his best, and he's scored a couple of crackers this season. Turned over. Croydon get it back, but give it away just as quick. Now it's Bucco. Laurie Latanzio looks like he's onside. He is. Gets past, but his touch is a little bit too far away. Vivian couldn't quite keep pace, and he's fortunate that the touch was way too far ahead of him, and Magush come out to claim. So a little bit of a weapon there, and I just going on a couple of early things that have happened. Adelaide City are really going to try and stretch Croydon as far as they can with that long ball over the top. Laurie Latanzio's pace is probably going to be a little bit too much for Vivian and Mapor to handle all night. Brazali on the bench tonight as well, so they've got those centre-back options, but I don't think it's really going to matter if Louis Latanzio's making those runs in between. Kitano's no slouch as well, and we know Bruce Kamau, what he can do when he gets going. Again, they look for one of those players to make that forward run. This time it's Kamau, but he's not used. Noah Smith. Again, it's over the top, but not far enough. That one was intercepted by Junior David. Maya Hisamoto wins a foul in the middle of the park. Martinello to take. All the way back to Magush. So let's see what Adelaide City do here. Do they press right up on Magush? They allow him to distribute the ball out wide, and he finds Pasir John with a great pass forward. Croydon come back through, Butkowski in some space. Uses Pasir John again. This is what Croydon like. They like Pasir John to be one-on-one with his opponent. He's got the pace to push it past and run. He's also got the trickery to beat him. That's a great ball. Is he onside? Flag goes up. That was another one, a very close one. Right in line with the camera, that one. Very hard to tell at first glance. Being able to pause your TV or your iPhone to have a look at it. Fortunately for Croydon, it goes their way. So, really impressive start in terms of the forward runs and the balls getting put over the top from Adelaide City. Like I said a little bit earlier on, it's clearly going to be how they think they can get in behind the easiest tonight. Route 1 football over the top. Looking dangerous already. Hall plays Bucco. Bucco again has Laurie Latanzia in some space, and again it goes over the top, and this time it looks like Noah Smith's onside. Can he get across into the box? He does. Kitano's there. Oh, it's saved by Magush. Not sure if Mapor may have got a little touch on it as well to keep it out, but the initial save by Magush. A very good one to keep the scoreline on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor solutions. To keep that at 0-0 took Daniel Magush's very best. And I don't think Yuki Kitano really got much purchase on it. Just tried to get it on target, which is the best thing to do. But unfortunately for Adelaide City, there was no one else to follow up, and it was cleared by Croydon, and they win the free kick out of all of it. Magush goes long, looking for Slattery. Slattery flicks it on. Trimboli's going to get there. Kalo for company. Trimboli looks for Slattery again, but it's only as far as Adelaide City green shirts. Here's Francesi. One way or the other. Can't keep it in. And again, it's turned over. So for as well as Adelaide City are doing attacking wise, Croydon's defensive game has been pretty good as well. Just seeing the best chance of the game fall to Yuki Kitano for Adelaide City. Couldn't quite put it away. So you'd say a chance gone begging for them to take the lead. The ball is deep in Croydon's attacking third. Polly's going to take this throw in again. Rutkowski. Back to Polly. Will look to get the cross into the box. Shifts it. Crosses. Big frame of John Hall comes out and claims that one pretty safely. Rolls it out this time. Vian Kurikuamana. Oh dear. Not his best pass. Turned over again, so Croydon with another chance to go forward. A couple of cheap turnovers. Great one-touch play there. Fortunately, Trimboli couldn't quite hold it up or find a target. And in the end, Francesi just launches it downfield. Magush comes out, plays it to Boldenpour. Croydon now trying to pull Adelaide City out of position as much as they can. David wins the header and keeps it in. See, John can't get it. Now there's plenty of room here for Adelaide City to go forward through Kuriku and Mana. He's passed though. Again, not to a Adelaide City player, and it's in the hands of Daniel Magush. Kilo comes, intercepts. Kamau. Again, Kuriku and Mana turns it over for the third time. Now he's got to do some defensive running here. Slattery, very good at getting to the byline, cutting the ball back. Goes to ground, and that's going to be a free kick there. Took a bit of an awkward fall as well. He sort of made out he was going to cross. Kalo put the foot in, tripped him over, and then Slattery landed right on top of the ball. Very uncomfortable there. If you're just joining us, RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Played 20 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor solutions. Croydon FC 0, Adelaide City 0. Can they change that here? That's flicked in. It's going to land on the penalty spot. Hall had to make the save from the cross-come shot. But they'll get it back here. Vivian is going to launch it back in. John Hall comes, gets another punch. He goes to ground though. Hisamoto seen him he saw that he was on the ground and well and truly out of his goal. He tried to clip it over the top of him, but all he could manage was when John Hall stood back up to put it straight back in his arms. Adelaide City give it away again, trying to get forward. Croydon working their way into this match, slowly but surely. A couple of little half chances now. They've had 3 corners and a couple of free kicks in dangerous areas, but yet to really test John Hall. Here's Butkowski. He's got a couple to beat. Hisamoto. Bolmapur goes all the way back to Margush again. Buko gives chase. Again, Margush will look for Pasir John. He wins the header. Abichu wins it, and Adelaide City will go forward again, this time on the far side. Kamau's there. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Again, saved by Daniel Margush. So, Margush, the busier of the 2 goalkeepers at the moment. Slattery plays Butkowski. Kalo will come across. That time he gets there and wins the ball fairly and cleanly, and then wins the throw in for his team. We mentioned a couple of times in the previous games how much pace Laurie Latanzio has. He showed there he can get down that left flank pretty quickly. He found Kamau in the box and forced Margush into a save. Now it's Croydon again in possession. Margush. See if he looks for that ball over the top again to Pasir John. And there it is. Here is Pasir John again. Inside for Martinello. Martinello's got Kamau. Regis blows the whistle for a free kick, saying that he was held. Adam Martinello will play that pivotal role in midfield again for Croydon tonight. No Greco for Croydon tonight. Oh, Junior David's forward. He gets the ball. He brings it down. Butkowski. Back to David. David's got Laurie Latanzio there. And Laurie Latanzio does well and wins the throw in for Adelaide City. Oh, dangerous pass by Bolmapur. Brazan's in on goal. Brazan chips it over the goalkeeper and past the post. An absolute gift was given to Daniel Brazan there by Bolmapur. Just a little bit casual in his pass back. He leant back and sideways and nearly completely missed the ball. He got a little bit on it. Brazan had Daniel Margush running out at him and did everything right, got it over the top of the goalkeeper, had the bounce of the ball at the right height, but unfortunately it was wrong side of the post. So Adelaide City probably should be 2-0 up. Play restarts, long goal kick by Margush. Buko wins the header. Here's Brazan again over the top for Catano. He's onside. Just lost track of the ball there, and Polly comes and clears for Croydon. Now it's Butkowski. Martinello, he's got a bit of space. He's got Slattery making the run. Might just need to keep hold of it there because Slattery's run was well tracked by Franchisi. Now Polly. Martinello tried to flick that one off for Slattery. Slattery not on the same page. In fact, he's probably reading another book. Martinello's IQ of the game is quite high, but unfortunately couldn't quite pull that one off. Throws it in. Kamau started the game well. Bruce Kamau, here he goes again. Has the pace to turn games on its head, Bruce Kamau. Louis Latanzio looks for that one over the top. Yuki Kitano's got Bolmapur. Bolmapur wins the header. No free kick. Here's Bruce Kamau again. Smacks it in. Kitano, another shot on goal. And that one's well wide. But again, this game is in ebbs and flows. It's going one way, the other way. Now it's Croydon having to do all the defending. A couple of little cheap turnovers. They'd want to try and keep the ball a little bit better than what they have the last couple of minutes, Croydon. On that far side, referee says the ball went out of play. Pasir John, Trimboli. No foul there by the referee. It looked like Garrett Abachu went through the back of Trimboli. Still complaining to the referee, saying, why was that not a free kick? And here he goes, maybe thought about a little bit of retribution, but in the end opted not to do anything silly. Now it's Croydon having to defend again. Polly got another strong challenge. Can't quite find his target though. Now he dives into that one. Kamau keeps the ball. Goes to ground, wins a free kick. So just a couple of misplaced passes here by a couple of players that normally are really good with their foot skills. Adelaide City will go all the way back to John Hall. Again, showing his great skill by foot, but it's turned over by Kitano. Pasir John, another one. Sees Hall off his line, and John Hall was well and truly off his line, but Pasir John was hoping for the best. Unfortunately, not finding it on that occasion. Again, it goes long. Brazan will come to challenge. Polly will win the header, though. Clears the area, but only as far as Bucco. Gets another foot in there, does James Polly. Kamau. Polly goes straight through the back of him, but no free kick. Play on, says the referee. Croydon trying to play out of this Adelaide City press. Bolmapur goes long. Trimboli. Bartkowski was the player he was looking for, but couldn't find him with the chest down. Now it's Bucco. He's got that forward run from Latanzio, who's onside. Flag stays down. It was a well-timed run. Here's Bruce Kamau. A little bit too slow to get rid of it. Now it's Bartkowski with the ball for Croydon. Plays it over the top for Pasir John. He's quick, but I don't think he's that quick. Noah Smith gets there. No free kick. Play on. Pasir John dispossesses him. Gets to the byline. Cuts it. Here it is at the back post. Slattery. Croydon FC with their best chance of the game. Not sure what's happening here. There's a few conversations going on with the referee. Bucco, no, it's not Noah Smith, sorry. I think he's going back to that one where Pasir John just took his wallet and phone and left him for dead. So the best chance of the game for Croydon. Slattery at the back post. Franchisi was there to deflect it over for a corner. It's going to be the opposite side this time, so it's Polly who takes the in-swingers on the left-hand side. In it goes. It's very deep. Pasir John's there. Comes off of Pasir John. Probably not Polly's best corner there. Pasir John couldn't really do too much with it while he was running backwards. It'll be a goal kick for Adelaide City. So this final match of round 18 in the RAA NPL South Australia. RAA proud supporters of Football South Australia. Still 0-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Again, it's Croydon turning it over. Pasir John. John Hall has to make the save. Bartkowski's on there. Looks it back. Martinello. John Hall with another great save. Possibly a contender for save of the week there. Had to get down low after making the first save. Martinello went with the outside of the foot. And now it'll be in quick succession James Polly's turn to take a couple of corners from the far side. Probably look for a little bit better delivery this time round. The first one was deep. What does he do this time? This one's on the spot. The goalkeeper comes, he punches. Bucco with ball, with space, with time. Finds Laurie Latanzio. He's got some pace. Junior David has to chase him on this side now. He gets past him, gets into the box. He's got players. Here's Bruce Kamau. Knocks it back. Kitano. Brazan. And if I'm being nice, that was a wasted opportunity there. Kamau had the chance to pull the trigger. He looked for Kitano, who looked for Brazan, and in the end the shot did not trouble Daniel Magush at all. We're starting to get the game that I think most would have expected, where it's end-to-end here. Both teams sitting nicely in the top four. Croydon's obviously sitting second on the ladder. Adelaide City fourth, looking for a win to jump into third. Croydon with a couple of chances. But Adelaide City also finding their way forward quite easily to get a shot or two on goal. Magush has had to make a couple of saves. But their best opportunities have either gone over or wide. Martinello gets away from his marker. No free kick, no advantage. Play on. Vivian's got a run with Kitano here. And he does well there, Vivian. Noel Smith on the far side with a throw. Not too many options at the moment. Now Bucco presents, but a lot deeper than what he would normally like to pick the ball up. Kamau, Brazan, Bomapor comes, gets a foot in. Franchisi back to Calo. Skips into midfield now with the ball. Great pass. On the far side, he finds Laurie Latanzio. Nice little battle on that far side between Laurie Latanzio and Junior David, and he wins a corner. So Adelaide City's chance from the corner this time. Croydon have had 5 down the other end. Adelaide City now with their first chance to deliver from the far side. Going to be Brazan to take. They send the cavalry up. Yared Abachu can be dangerous from these sort of opportunities. Brazan delivers. Magush punches. Kamau and Slattery go for this one. Oh, Slattery with a little bit of a forearm into the chest of Kamau there. Very unwarranted. He just comes over and takes care of that one quite quickly. Bruce Kamau, professional enough not to do anything silly in retaliation, and to be honest, he probably could have made more of that and made it worse for Slattery. A little bit of a brain fade by the young player there. Adelaide City will have a throw in. Brazan looks to chest it to Kitano, but the crowd haven't got their catching mitts on tonight. That one nearly sconned a couple of people who weren't even looking at the game. Probably not the best idea when you're sitting front row. Maybe you want to keep an eye on the ball. Adelaide City with the ball. Kariko Amana goes to ground and then touches the ball with his hand, and the referee says no, it wasn't a free kick. But it will be now for Croydon because you touched it with your hands. Mapor will play quick to Magush. Adelaide City choosing not to press this time. But it'll be the same route to that right-hand side. Goes past Pasea John. Junior David out of position. Can't win it. Adelaide City again with a long ball over the top. Mapor. Kamau first time for Kitano. Kitano now. Vivian does well to get back and put a foot in. Here's Kurikwamana. Oh! Just over Magush's crossbar. Had him backpedaling. Probably had him beat if it was on target. Adelaide City with a couple of chances from inside the box. That's their first real shot from outside the box tonight. Croydon get away with that one. Just under 10 minutes to go to half time here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. And Adelaide City win the ball back again. Brazano over the top. Here's Lurilo Latanzio in on goal. What can he do? Magush has to make the save. It goes straight up in the air. Kamal was ready to follow in, but Bolmapur was just a little bit taller and got the header away. Magush tried to palm it over the crossbar, but I don't think the shot had enough power on it for him to tip it over. In the end, it comes straight off his palm, straight up into the air. It will be a corner from the near side this time. Noah Smith to deliver. Hands on head. What does that mean? Let's have a look. Near post, but it doesn't beat Polly. Kurikumana. Back to Smith. Can he get another cross in? Travelled inside, lost the ball. Now Luca Trimboli. Croydon have a 3-on-2 if they're good enough. Trimboli, Slattery, cuts it. Pasea John's there. Pasea John just past the post. Well, they had the 3-on-2 opportunity. They were good enough to get it down the other end and get a shot away. But unfortunately, the cutback was just slightly behind Pasea John. He couldn't get any real purchase on the ball. And thankfully for Adelaide City and John Hall, it went past the right-hand post. But as I've mentioned a couple of times already, this game is just going to go end-to-end when it can, and we've seen it on a few opportunities. Adelaide City looking for the direct route. Croydon more inclined to playing the ball around and getting past the fullbacks and getting in behind. Free kick won by Adelaide City again. Bucco picking the ball up deep. Kurikwamana looks for Francesi, finds him. Back to Bucco. Got room to turn and switch play on his left foot. Junior David wins the header, but not far enough from goal. Here's Noah Smith again. Noah Smith has a go. It's low and it's past the right-hand post of Daniel Magush. Just rushed that shot a little bit. Noah Smith maybe had an option to play it inside. He had Kamau making a run. He also had Kitano there. Decided to shoot and didn't test Magush at all. Trimboli wins the header. Butkowski has Pasea John in some space. Here he is on the far side. Gets past. Shot. Hall. Right hand. Saves. Picks it up. But again, Pasea John looking to get past Noah Smith at every opportunity and either cut it back or get a shot away. Martinello goes to ground. It's turned over. Kamau looked offside and is offside. But again, Adelaide City happy to pull that trigger with the ball in behind. They've got so many runners that can make that run. It's only a matter of time before they get one right. Magush again looks for Pasea John to make that run. Smith wins the header. Trimboli brought it down, I think, with the intention of having a crack from there, but unfortunately he got too far away from him. Junior David turns it over. Now he's caught out. Laurie Latanzio and Bucco play to each other on the other side, and now it ends up with John Hall. Hall with the left foot again. That's exquisite passing ability of John Hall. Franchisi, Polly gets a foot in, goes out for a throw. Franchisi will take. On the One World LED and Sporter scoreboard, we've got just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half in what's been a very even contest in terms of possession, but Adelaide City probably should be ahead on the scoreboard with the chances they've had. At this stage, looks like the deadlock may not be broken before half-time. Adelaide City playing it out from the back. Noah Smith, back to Bucco. Bucco gets past a couple, goes to ground, wins the free kick. Bucco arms up in the air, thinking he wanted to play that one early. Again, it goes long. Kamau brings it on his chest. Laurie Latanzio on the far side. Junior David gets a foot in. It's going to be a corner. So come off the corner stick, out for a corner. It's one of those ones where it could have even possibly stayed in play if it hit the base on the right trajectory. Again, Brazan will go over. Can Adelaide City make one of these count before half-time? Couple of minutes to play. Brazan delivers. It's deep. Abatu's having his shirt pulled there. Bucco goes from distance. That was a little bit of a risky move there by whoever was marking Yared Abatu. I didn't quite see who it was. He was tugging away at the shirt. Probably out of view of the referee and assistant referee on this near side. And Magush just using all of his experience to delay this game as much as possible. Knows it's probably more crucial for them to get in without conceding rather than trying to go down the other end too quickly. We'll just go long here. Looks for Polly. Polly kept it in and then ended up flicking it off of Bruce Kamau and won the throw. Not too sure how that happened, but it did. Polly long, Slattery brings it down, gets past Franchisi, maybe Croydon with a chance to take the lead. Clips it in. Smith just gets a toe on it to get it away. Junior David clips it straight back in, and that's going to be goalkeeper catching. Goalkeeper practice for John Hall is what I'm trying to say. Almost like a little warm-up clip into the box. Now it's Adelaide City straight back down the other end. Bruce Kamau has Franchisi making... So is Brazan making the run. Couldn't find him. Franchisi looks for Kitano. Got Bolmapore for company. The switch is on. He gets to Laurie Latanzio. Goes first time. Straight up in the air. Kamau and Polly do battle, and Polly wins the free kick. Wasn't too much in that, to be fair, but the referee thought there was enough to blow the whistle and award a free kick to Croydon. Magush just stealing a little bit of real estate before he takes the kick. Try and get this up the other end. 45 minutes are up in the first half, so just the additionals to play now. And it's turned over by Adelaide City. Hisamoto hasn't seen too much of it. Hasmea Hisamoto from open play has taken a couple of corners, but hasn't really got on the ball as much as what Croydon would have liked in the middle of the park. Luca Trimboli's come over and taken this ball. Now, I can only imagine that he's going to potentially have a shot. This could be a training ground execution here. No, he clips it in. Pasia John with the header. John Hall with the big outstretched arms. And Regis Queffelek says that'll do for the first 45 here at Regency Park in the RAA NPL round 18 action between Croydon and Adelaide City. Croydon currently sit in second position with 30 points. Adelaide City in fourth with 26 points. So a pretty big game, or a pretty big second half still to play out when we come back. But it's currently at the break on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Croydon FC 0, Adelaide City 0. We'll be back with the second half shortly.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
What I'm excited about the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans through sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect thing.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
A voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
It's deemed as an Italian club. That's a bit fictitious. They called it Salisbury Internationale because that's what it was. It was full of internationals from all walks of life, and it continues to be that. Obviously, we had an Italian background, right? But throughout the 50 years, it's been a big dynamic, and it's still changing. So it's great.
I think it's an exciting opportunity. Obviously, the new State League 2 system got the North and South, and I think the final series is definitely something that we want to be a part of and want to be involved in, so it's definitely an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, when I've seen State League 2 North, I was all over it. I don't want to travel at all, so I was all about it. Wife was all about it.
Always been a northern boy. I'm 30 seconds down the road. Played for this club for 4 years a while ago, and it's just my family as well, been here as well, so it means a lot.
Everyone around the club's been so welcoming. All the people on the committee and around the club were so nice from day one, and same with the players. Got some nice experienced players out here who are really nice and welcoming for some of our younger players, so that's been really nice to have.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
For Scamitzi against Ulash. Still trying to win against Scamitzi. Oh, and a save with the legs from Delangus. A space to run into. Amanda has one in the centre. Does reach him. Needs to find the angle for the hit. And it's a good save by Woodlands. Taking it out for a corner.
Even better save this one than the previous one.
Stam as well. Yeah.
It's hard to.
Oh, Signorello, what a save! He puts a fist behind it and sends it for a corner.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Play under the way for the second half here at Regency Park. Croydon FC with the ball. Not anymore. Bruce Kamau pinches it off of Junior David. Both teams still yet to break the deadlock here at Regency Park in this game between second versus fourth. Croydon FC go forward. Trimboli will give chase. The RW will get there first though. John Hall doesn't find a target, but Franchisi does well to win it back. Nearly slips Yuki Kitano through. Bolmapur getting forward here. Bartkowski into the box, goes to ground. Penalty for Croydon. So just like that, Croydon FC will get the first chance to break the deadlock here. Just minutes into the second half. Looks like it's going to be Adam Martinello. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but don't think he's missed from the spot this season. He's walking away from it, is he? Looks like it's going to be Pasea John. No. Couple of little games going on here between Pasea John and Adam Martinello, but I think it is going to be Pasea John. Regis Kwefelik just making sure the toes are outside the box before Pasea John strikes this penalty. It's John versus Hall. The big frame of John Hall. Can he save? Or can Pasea John score? He does! And away he goes. Somersault and flipping in the air. Croydon FC break the deadlock. And Adelaide City spoke to a couple of people at half-time and thought they probably should have been ahead. Said it's going to come back to bite us, and it has on that occasion. Pasea John with his 10th of the season. Equals second now with Isaac Mullen, who also has 10. Owen Windsor with 12 was at the top, so Pasea John has 4 games to try and get that golden boot. Play restarts again. Buko for Adelaide City. Can Adelaide City respond as quickly as Croydon got the lead? No, they can't. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Daniel Magush to restart play with a goal kick here. Slattery on the far side for Croydon. They go forward again. Hisamoto, Polly, early cross. Bartkowski and Abachu both miss the ball. Pasea John will pick it up here on the near side. Noah Smith comes to confront him. Pasea John, one way or the other. Eventually goes back to Junior David, who finds Martinello. Martinello and Hisamoto. Now it's back with Pasea John. He's got Bartkowski inside. Looked for the return pass but couldn't find him. Martinello slides in and wins the ball. Only for a Adelaide City throw. Now it's Noah Smith. Kurikwimana. Kalo now looks for the feet of Brazan. Polly put the pressure on and forced it all the way back to the goalkeeper, but Brazan again picks it up in some space. Kitano comes, gets the little toe on it for Smith. Now it's over the top for Laurie Latanzio, who's in on goal. Clips it over. Kamal's there. Can he get a shot away? His touch is a little bit wayward. Now the shot come in the end from Franchisi, who was overlapping. Sort of got in the same space as Nick Bucco there. But in the end they get the shot away. Here's Trimboli and Kilo. Kilo, his touch was couple of yards away. Trimboli put the pressure on, but Kalo was good enough to win it back. Adelaide City, Kamal's in some space on the far side. That's where the ball goes. Polly just got enough on his header to put it out for a throw. Franchisi takes the throw. He's got Gitano. Bolmapor's got his arms around him. Franchisi tries to cross, but not well enough on that occasion, and it goes out for another Croydon FC goal kick. So the first 5 minutes of the second half have passed by on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. In the RAA NPL Round 18 match between Croydon and Adelaide City. RAA proud supporters of Football South Australia. A crucial 40 minutes coming up here for Adelaide City in their quest to maintain their position in the top four. At this stage, with results that have been had so far, the ladder would stay the same right now. Here's Trimboli on the far side. He's going to cross, gets it in the box, but that's too close to John Hall. Noel Smith, Kitano's making the run. That's a great ball. He's onside. Magush comes. He's not onside. It's offside. The flag goes up. Noel Smith just struggling a little bit here. Favouring that left ankle by the looks. Magush just brings the ball back up to the required spot for the free kick to be taken for the offside. Goes long, again looks for Pasir John. Pasir John wins the header. Junior David Abachu clears ahead of him. Kitano tries to chest it for Laurie Latanzio, who was running by. Only out for a throw. So Croydon, after taking the lead, in absolutely no rush to keep things going here. They're just playing the percentages at the moment. Just not giving Adelaide City an easy out. Smith throws it into Yared Abachu and then goes diagonally to nobody. So Polly's going to get there first. Might even have a chance to put a cross in here, Polly. He does. It's deep. It's over the top of John Hall's goal. Out for a goal kick. So he probably expects a little bit better of himself there, James Polly, with the time and space he had to whip that one in. Normally a very good deliverer of the ball, especially on that left side. Abachu plays it out to Smith. Noah Smith cuts inside. Goes to the outside of the boot. It's turned over. Well, it's not quite turned over, but it's deflected forward. Abachu has to come pick it up. Kitano dropping in. He's got some space. Not too sure about that sock business, but anyways. That's what all the professionals do. And here he is again, Kitano, making a forward run this time down the left. Laurie Latanzio. Back to Kitano. Laurie Latanzio. Can they get a cross in? No. Bucco flips it over. Only as far as Vivian. Bucco looks inside. There's Brazan. Brazan with the shot. Straight into the arms of Daniel Magush in the Croydon goal. So a little bit better build up there by Adelaide City. Bartkowski in some space. Can't keep it in, or does he? Only for a short time. Franchisi gets the throw. Wanted to go quickly, but had no one forward to actually throw it to. In the end, he goes long to Kitano. Bolmapur gets there ahead of him and nods it out for another throw in. So Franchisi with another opportunity to take a throw in on that far side. Still starved for options there, Franchisi. Brazan, Kitano. Noah Smith might have a go here. Noah Smith, he does. It's off the crossbar. Did Magush get a hand to it as well? He did. So Magush with fingertips stopping that one from going in the back of the net. Cannons off the crossbar from Noah Smith, and now he's going to waltz on over to take the corner on the far side. Given the couple of chances they had in the first half, that's probably the best one of the match for them. Smith will deliver. Near post. Kilo's there. It's 1-1. Great delivery by Noah Smith. Lewis Kilo was unmarked. Absolutely no one within a couple of yards of him. And Adelaide City equalise. What started from a Noah Smith shot from distance that Magush saved with the fingertips. It went out for a corner off the crossbar. The resulting corner has seen Adelaide City take back and level it up, I should say. Lewis Kilo up from the back for the corner, unmarked in the box. A few unhappy heads in the Croydon FC coaching area there, with, especially when a defender comes up unmarked. It's not like anybody didn't see him come all the way from the back up to be involved. Noah Smith wins the header. Junior David nods it forward. Pasia John puts pressure on and wins the ball from Yared Abachu. Gets into the box. Pasia John cuts back one way, the other, goes to ground. There was no contact there. It's play on. Fortunately for him, the referee didn't blow a whistle for simulation. Clips it back in. Hall comes and claims. Smith long. Laurie Latanzio's onside, but Mapur gets there first, and I think he's put that out for a corner. So probably could have done better with it there, Bolmapur. Gives Adelaide City the chance to get Abachu, Kilo up from the back again. This time you would think somebody would be looking after and marking Lewis Kilo. Abachu's lurking around the penalty spot, ready to make his run. Ball's going to be swung in by Nicholas Booker on this near side. It's deep. Kitano's there. Bartkowski clears with his header. Laurie Latanzio with the shot, deflects, and out for another corner. So Adelaide City, having got their way back into the game with that equaliser from the previous corner where Kilo not at home, looking to gain ascendancy here and take the lead. Bucco again will deliver. It's on the keeper's head. He punches. It's on the spot. Brazan over the crossbar. Magush goes long. Trimboli loses possession. Now it's Adelaide City. Kitano. Kamau sort of didn't really want that ball played in at that height or speed and couldn't control what half effort he had, and goes out for another goal kick. So Croydon FC struggling now just to get out of their own half for the last couple of minutes. Adelaide City applying the pressure. You can see the high press. Kamau and Kitano starting inside the D. They press right up. Polly does well to get past. Franchisi kicks the ball after the referee had blown the whistle and launches it as far as he could. And he may pick up a yellow card here, or he might just get a nice little chat by... It looks like it's going to be the latter, and it's going to be a little last warning by Regis Queffelec there. So he well and truly kicked that ball after the whistle. Lucky not to be booked. Both sets of benches are down in the corner, warming up. Clipped in by Slattery. Bartkowski's there, over his head. Maya Hisamoto. And that one is well and truly gone. It's in the car park as it bounces its way further and further away. Now it's Croydon's turn to press. Bucco picks it up inside and plays out the long ball to Noah Smith. Finds him with ease. Vian Kurikuimana turned over by Kamau. Trimboli. Foul by Maya Hisamoto there. Adelaide City given a sigh of relief. Regis Queffelec just getting his patience tested here by some of these players at the moment. A couple of indiscretions, you could say. It was Franchisi the first time, then it was Bartkowski that time round, kicking the ball away. But that's a great pass and a great touch by Laurie Latanzio. Clips it into the back post. Past everyone. Kamau shifts it one way, gives it to Franchisi. Franchisi clips it in, has a shot. Kitano's there! Whether it was a shot or cross, it nearly worked out for Adelaide City. Yuki Kitano was the one on the end of it in the end. Magush goes long. Laurie Latanzio bodies it out. Junior David tried to win it but couldn't. Now it's Bucco in some space. Kitano plays it to Noah Smith, who's overlapping. With that left foot, he crosses. Bolmapore gets the header. Brazan's going to pick it up at the back post. Brazan with the shot off the crossbar again. Adelaide City bench is absolutely up in arms. To be fair, they probably did have one of the best views of that shot from behind the Brazan shot. They believe that Magush got a hand to it and saved it. Impossible to tell from over here. Looks like there's going to be a substitution on the far side. And it's going to be Croydon FC who go to the bench first. It's going to be Bartkowski making way. It's hard enough to see at the best of times who comes on, but it does look like it is Andre Carl. Wait for him to turn around just to confirm. So Bartkowski's race is run. Trimboli drops into sort of the 10 role, and it is Andre Carl who comes on. So Croydon just looking for that experience of Andre Carl, probably to hold the ball up a little bit. In fairness, Adelaide City have had the better of Luca Trimboli in that sort of scenario tonight. They put him in that role where he's got a little bit more freedom, you could say. Probably a little bit more dangerous in that position as well, because more space to get shots away if he's in that position. Martinello has Junior David, Pasea John. Pasea John just held back his run, and in the end that's probably what caused him to be in a position not to pick the ball up. Here's Laurie Latanzio. He's got Kamau overlapping. Doesn't use him. It's late. It's Noah Smith with the toe poke. I think Laurie Latunda was looking for the free kick to be called back there, but Noel Smith was in a position where Regis felt that it was a fair enough advantage. Magush goes long again, looking for Carl or Slattery. In the end finds neither, and it's a free kick to Adelaide City. Catano beaten to it by Vivian. Martinello didn't get the pass away when he wanted. It was closed down. Now it's Luca Trimboli in that position that he's been changed to. Hisamoto's running. Hisamoto now has the ball. Cuts inside. Goes back to Polly. Look to get that cross in again on the left. Does. John Hall comes and claims ahead of Andre Carl. .65 minutes played on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Reads Croydon 1, Adelaide City 1. Carl didn't really want to take that as he was in an offside position. In the end, he just sort of landed in his lap and he had no choice. John Hall just apologising to Brazan for the initial pass. Abachu plays it to Kalo. Kalo's got Kamau in some space, but his touch is not his best, and now it's turned over. Slattery back the other way. Buko wins it. Brazan. Kruikwamana. Laurie Latanja in some space. Gets the ball. Smith overlaps. Gets it now, Smith. Cuts it in. Kitano's there. Again, Brazan! Not sure how that stayed out, and I'm pretty sure it was a desperate lunge from Martinello that got the final touch. Otherwise, Magush may have been picking the ball out of the net for a second time, but Adelaide City just getting a little bit of luck go their way in the box. Kitano made the initial run. It didn't fall for him at the first instance, but then he turned around and was just waiting for him to poke a foot out. He did. The shot by Brazan deflected away. Corner, Adelaide City. Buko to swing it in. It's deep again to the back post. Abachu's there. And it looks like it's come off Abachu. It has, so completely mistimed that one, did Yared Abachu. And now it's going to be a substitution for Adelaide City. It's going to be Vian Kurikwamana coming off. And on comes Paddy Carcrash. Paddy Karachia. Wearing the number 80 for Adelaide City. Back from injury. Another piece of the puzzle that Adelaide City have been waiting for a few weeks now. After a pretty long-term injury this season that's seen him missed quite a few games. Started his time at Adelaide City as, you could say, a bench player, a role player, and worked his way into the starting lineup, and then unfortunately copped that injury that saw him miss a lot of games. And that is dangerous by Smith. Pasia John. Here is Pat Karachia. Kalo goes forward. He's got Kamau in space. Kamau turns and he's also got Franchisi on his right hand side. Looks for the early ball to Catano. Can't find him. Here's Kamau. Brazan in the box. Still has the ball. Still has it. Kamau. Lapore ends up with it somehow. Slattery had the ball at his feet, and in the end it must have just gone out of play because Adelaide City got the final touch, but it seemed to have been already out. They get the throw in. John Hall gives it to Abachu. Adelaide City just in that possession-keeping mode for a couple of passes before they do that, which is the long ball over the top. Has worked on a couple of occasions, but did not that time. Polly. Hisamoto's onside. He's in on goal here, mate. Hisamoto, what can he do? Now, there is a bit of commotion happening here because Hisamoto was in on goal, got his shot away. John Hall saved. Andre Carl was pulled down, and there was a fair chunk of his shirt being held, which probably stopped Maya Hisamoto from being able to cut the ball back to him. So the referee does have a pretty big decision to make here. Talking on the comms, they're all commed up, the referee, so yeah, there is going to be a yellow card here, and it's going to go to Lewis Kilo. So I think he just wanted to know who it was before restarting play. And to be fair, the shot on target is more of an advantage than coming back for a free kick outside the box. So I think Regis Kwefelek's done the right thing there. Hisamoto to deliver the corner this time. Right onto John Hall's head. But that is not going to trouble him at all. And again, they just play the ball down to Yared Abachu. They play that one or two passes, then it goes long. Just like that. Kitano makes the run. Noah Smith's pass had a little bit too much slice on it and ended up just going out for a throw. And now it is Adelaide City going to their bench for the second time in quick succession. Bruce Kamau making his way off. And the bright orange boots and the slim shady hair, that is Matthew Dorber. So another who has just come back from a European adventure, back in the City squad tonight. Turned over. Brazan just toe poked it forward. Kitano putting on a bit of a chase there from one side to the other. And in the end, it was effective because it caused Magush to rush his clearance when it was bobbling at his feet. They get the throw, Adelaide City. Noah Smith to take. Caraccia makes the run forward. Noah Smith gets it back. Hisamoto wins it. Carl gets it off of him. Hisamoto plays it in front of Henry Slattery. Sorry. Yes, it is Slattery. Hisamoto clips it to the back post. Andre Carl's there. Nods it across the goal. Trimboli was just the wrong side. Oh, and that's a late, dangerous challenge by, I think, Junior David on Noah Smith, who was already hobbling around as it was, and he's going to pick up a yellow card there, Junior David. Oscar Slattery on the far side. My apologies. My calculations are correct. I think that's the first yellow card of the night. That one there, that's been issued. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Hasn't been a very malicious game, you could say. Kwefelek's had a pretty good game. Adelaide City keep possession. Now it's Kilo. Looks for the feet of Kitano. He gets it back here, Kitano. He's in goal. Kitano shoots. Magush saves. And then the second time round pounces on the ball. But a great little link up there by Brazan and Kitano. Kitano's had plenty of opportunities to find the back of the net tonight. Unfortunately for him, it's been the quality of Magush keeping him from scoring. Vivian went long, couldn't find a white Croydon shirt. It's back in possession with Adelaide City. Yared Abichu. Hisamoto plays it for Carl. Carl gets it back from the heel of Pasia John. Now it's David. Mapaw goes back to Magush. Didn't have anything on. Forward of the ball. Hisamoto wins the header. Abichu played that back to Hall. Bit of a blind pass, but it got there in the end. Karachia tries to link up with Dorba. Can't do so. The two substitutes. Vivian gets it back. Bolmapaw goes all the way back to Magush again. Magush will have to distribute that one to his teammates. Can't do so because Yara Abichu's there to pick it up. Now Dorba with some space to stretch the legs. His first involvement. Clips it in. With his left, it's blocked, and then the right-footed little curled cross would have been ideal for someone coming in at the back post, but unfortunately for him and Adelaide City, there was no one there. As we approach the last quarter of an hour here at Regency Park on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, it's Croydon 1, Adelaide City 1. We had to wait for the deadlock to be broken in the second half. And when that happened, it was quickly tied back up again. Croydon go forward. Will there be a winner? Andre Carl, one way, the other. Gets into the box now. Carl goes to ground. Fair challenge, says the ref. Throw in on the far side. Nicholas Bucco not too happy with a couple of his defenders there. Giving a little bit of a spray to him. Throw is long. Martinello is going to pick up the loose ball. Oscar Slattery. Martinello. Hisamoto dummied it for Slattery, but didn't make its way to him in the end, and it goes out for a throw. Here's Smith. Dorba makes the run. Gets it now, does Dorba. Vivian comes across, but he's told to get back by David. And all David can manage is to put it out for a throw-in. Dorba will pick this one up. Cuts it across. Martinello puts his foot through that and clears. It goes straight up in the air. Abichu will win the ball. Just stuck a foot out and lands at the feet of Franchisi. Now it's John Hall with the ball. Delayed the pass and in the end found the better pass, which was, well, the better option, which was Bucco. Now it's Noah Smith picking this one up on the left. Might get a cross in. Smith does. Bolmapaw had to readjust. Brazan. Karachia. Brazan. Safekeeping's for Daniel Magush. It's safe to say that Magush has been, since Croydon scored and opened to scoring, City hit back quite quickly and Magush has had his work cut out. John Hall has just been a spectator pretty much from the get-go here. His main interactions have been a shot that he had to save from Catano and picking the ball out of the net from the penalty. Karachia goes to ground. And again, referee Kwefelik has just a quick word with Pasia John. It's the second or third time he's had to have a little word with him, so maybe next time round might see a card. That pass by Kitano, misplaced. Polly picks it up but turns it over. Bucco gets going forward. Kitano slides in, wins the ball. Karachia can't find his target. Polly cuts it out again. Been busy on that left side, Polly. McGush goes long, looking for John. John wins the header. He's clattered into by Smith. Referee says play on. You almost assume that if the player wins the ball in the air and then the other player hits into the back of him, it should just about be an automatic free kick, but not on that occasion. Smith was nowhere near the ball. Bucco. Here is Smith. Now he's closer to the ball. He's got it at his feet. Smith plays it to Dorber. Dorber comes inside. Plays it across and completely misses the couple of targets he had. Now it's Slattery opening up the legs. Getting past Franchisi. Slattery gets into the box. Cuts it. Andre Carl outside of the foot. Andre Carl off the bench to score what it could be a crucial goal as we have 10 minutes, but that was absolutely fantastic by Oscar Slattery on the far side. Left Franchisi behind, cut it back. Carl got the contact needed and Croydon take back the lead. The One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Croydon FC 2, Adelaide City 1. 82 minutes, well, the 82nd minute being played. 8 minutes remain of normal time. And Adelaide City were just peppering and peppering, but all of a sudden, Oscar Slattery decided, I'm going to just do something about this. Got down the left, past Franchisi, cuts it back. Andre Carl, another who's been riddled by injury this season, hasn't scored many goals, but you know the quality he possesses when he does get that chance. You saw it right there. 2-1. Massive 8 minutes coming up of normal time plus additionals. Karachia plays forward. Kitano. Brazan. Late challenge there. Referee blows the whistle. Ball coming back for an Adelaide City free kick. So this could be deja vu here for Croydon. As quickly as they took the lead, they give Adelaide City a chance to equalise. Noah Smith on the ball. We saw a shot that he hit earlier on that rattled off the crossbar. And then his corner that was pinpoint onto the head of Lewis Gallo for the first equaliser. Now it's a dead ball. Bucco is also over it. Depending on where this wall sets up, it's set up probably for a right foot shot. So it could be Noah Smith. We'll see. Bucco goes for goal. Bucco! Don't worry about the celebration. He says, let's go and get another goal and win this. The wall was set up for a right foot shot, but only Nicholas Bucco can find the space required to get past Daniel Margush, and he's been fantastic tonight, Daniel Margush, but he was never saving that. And it is a case of deja vu for Croydon FC, unfortunately. As quickly as they took the lead, they give the game back to Adelaide City and say, hey, have a shot. It's 2-2. And we've seen a couple of substitutions take place there. See Brazan come off for Adelaide City. Got a little bit caught up in that goal there for a second. Get you those substitutions in 2 seconds. See you, John. Bucco fouls Junior David. Might just escape a card here. So that substitution for Adelaide City was Brazan off. It looks like Ullman's come on. Double check that in a minute when I see the number. And as for Croydon FC. Can't quite see the player that's come on yet. There's a couple of them bunched up there. But it looks like Trimboli has now gone off. Maya Hisamoto will clip this one in. Polly clips it back to Hisamoto. Clips another one in. Andre Carl's there, wins the header. Safely claimed by John Hall. And it's actually Lucas Klimek coming on, or who has come on for Trimboli. Oh, Dorber just stood on the back of Martinello there. Martinello not too happy at all. Martinello with the chance to clip this one in this time. 5 minutes to play of normal time. Goes into the box. John Hall may just come and claim that way too easily. He does. And here is the substitute that has just come on. Challenge down in the corner, and there's a little bit of afters here. Referee may have some sorting out to do. Magush comes running out of his goal. He might even pick up a card for coming out of his goal like he has. Not too many Adelaide City players getting involved. Karachi goes over now just to support his teammate, and he's getting into a push and shove. Former Croydon player, of course. Getting into Viv. They know each other quite well, those two. Now the assistant has called over the referee, Kwefelik, to have a quick chat here. So maybe there is a few things to sort out in terms of cards. And here we go. Let's see what happened. It looks like it's Dorber that's been called over. Is he going to get a card? Yes, he is. So Dorber picks up a yellow card. Maybe for a little lash out, maybe a push, maybe a little kick. Nothing too sinister, I don't think. Just getting back to that substitution I was trying to get you. It was Brazan coming off and Luca Ullman coming on. Referee's still not done here. Just calling over now Adam Martinello to have a chat with him. Probably more so because he's the captain, or unless he's handed over the armband to Klimek. So play will restart in the far corner. Daniel Magush to take. Just a couple of minutes of normal time remain. Hisamoto clips that one over the top. Not too far. Dorber for City. Fouled in the middle of the park. Has to be careful he doesn't react here, Dorber. Just picked up that yellow card. Kasia John will be treading a fine line as well if he keeps going like that. Here's Laurie Latangio for City. Caraccia. Quintano all the way back to Franchisi. Franchisi clips it in. Over Dorber's head. Bucco nods it back. Hisamoto, now it's Klimek. Plays it over the top for Andre Carl to chase. Hall comes out. Hall puts it into the grandstand. David comes over to take. 89th minute. Regis just saying, come back. Tried to steal about 20 yards. Andre Cole looks like he's the target. He is. He brings it down. Just pushes Bucco out the way. Cleared by Laurie Latanzio. Junior David will pick it back up. Andre Carl. Martinello now. Oh, sort of missed the connection of that pass, but found its way to Hisamoto. Now it's Pasia John. Noah Smith. Laurie Latanzio, the ball had gone out. the referee said, or the official on this near side, the assistant official, said the ball went out. Didn't look like it did, but he's a lot closer than what anyone else is. Klimek just puts the forearm through Dorber's frosted hair. City go quickly. Ullman on the far side. Squares up Polly. Tries to get to the byline. He does. Cuts it back. Off of Polly for a corner. Noah Smith will make his way from left fullback all the way to the furthest point from him, which is the corner flag, to whip this in. 90 minutes are up. Into additional time. Adelaide City with a corner. They have scored one from a corner. In fact, it came off this exact point. Smith delivered to Calo. Can they do it again? It's near post. It's cleared by Klimek by his head. They'll go out for an Adelaide City throw. So not the best set piece by Smith. His previous few had been on point. So we're into the second minute now of additional time. Croydon 2, Adelaide City 2. Adelaide City looking for the goal that would take them into third spot. Croydon not in too much of a rush to win this either by the looks. Happy with the draw by the looks. A draw would take them to 31 points and 4 points clear of Beargrad, who would be in second spot. They can manage an equaliser. Sorry, if they can manage a winner, they would go 2 games clear. As I've mentioned, if Adelaide City can find the winner, they'll go into third spot. As it currently stands, they will go into equal third, but they'll still remain in fourth due to goal difference. To the third minute of additional time. Been a fair few stoppages this half and a few little things that Regis Queflik, the referee, had to sort out on multiple occasions, so possibly another couple to go. Laurie Latangia is going to pick this one up. Hisamoto pinches it from him. Klimek. Pasia John in some space. Couldn't find him. Smith. Yared Abichu getting forward now. Adelaide City surging for that winner. Laurie Latangia again. Finds the feet of Quintano. One way, the other. Back out to Yared Abichu. He delivers. Dorber! Oh, it was Luca Yorman at the back post on the secondary header. It was sort of halfway in the air when the ball got to him, and all he could manage was a header over the crossbar. We approach the 4th minute now. We're in the 4th. Queflik looks at the watch. Buko wins the header. Now Croydon do get a little bit more urgency to try and get a winner. Carl goes to ground. Abichu and Carl have a few little words. Maya Hisamoto for Croydon. Into the 5th minute of additional time. Croydon. Can they find that goal that would put them 6 points clear in second spot? Hisamoto delivers. Buko headers. Not too happy with his header either there was Buko. I think he wanted it to go 45 degrees the other way. Not to be the case. Laurie Latanzio clips it past through the legs. Martinello, Laurie Latanzio. Dorber, is he onside? He is. Vivian has to come across. Nudges him in the back. And as he does play the ball forward to Klimek, who was making a forward run, the referee, Regis Kwefelik, says that's enough. Bang on the 5th and final minute. And that is it from Regency Park here in the final game of round 18. And what that does for the standings is Metro Stars outright 42 points so far this season, plus 29 goals. They're just having a huge, successful so far, already won the Federation Cup. They will have to wait another couple of weeks though to wrap up that Premier's plate and spot in the national competition. But Croydon, with that point, puts them on 31 points and 4 points clear of Beograd, who are on 27 points in third. Adelaide City, like I said, that point will put them on equal 27 with Beograd, but goal difference, they'll stay in fourth. We saw a massive win by Campbelltown today. They jumped from 7th into 5th spot. And then Playford, who will be in 6th. Adelaide United dropped down to 7th. West Toms Bacalla, the last few weeks, starting to get the wheels turning. They are in, or remain in 8th spot, I should say. But another couple of wins could see them on the verge of finals after having a little bit of an ordinary start and patch in the midway point. And then we have Adelaide Comets down there, Para Hills and Modbury swap spots after Modbury won last night. Para Hills losing today, so Para Hills go into that dreaded drop zone along with Adelaide Croatia Raiders, who, funnily enough, could be relegated but will be playing in the Australia Cup next week. Well, a very, very even game here at Regency Park. It's finished Croydon 2, Adelaide City 2. We have to choose a best on ground. And I think, given that it was a dominant first half by Adelaide City, Croydon come out, put the pressure on, scored a couple of goals, but Adelaide City were good enough to bounce back and equalise on 2 occasions. I think we're going to go with Nicholas Bucco as the best player tonight. He scored a fabulous goal and did a fair bit of creating and was just about everywhere. So Nicholas Bucco will be the man of the match. Well, that's enough from us from Regency Park. The end of round 18 and the end of this match. Croydon 2, Adelaide City 2. We'll see you next time.